now, and I think there is certainly going to be a bit more this evening. We're officially good to soft all over at this stage. 5:15 then, betting headed by Jungle Juice, who has a penalty for winning last time. It doesn't seem to be ground dependent necessarily. There's one we're cutting on quick.
Goes fine on this ground, and won at Salisbury in June, beating Stay Forever. At these weights is something like £18 worse off for a length. So you can see why Stay Forever's coming into for some support. Didn't run so well, when a bit short of room at Chepstow next time. Back up to 7 furlongs the last twice, has won really nicely. He's in terrific form, beaten the same horse twice at Chepstow, and is now on 79, that initial win coming off 64. So he's gone up a lot in the weights. I've got a feeling he won't win this, but he is in really good form, and George Bass gets on well with him.
What might be against him here?
The fact that he's gone up so much in the weights. He's that much worse off with the horse that Stay Forever, who he beat. Stay Forever, incidentally, saddle slipped on the way to start, and that's why the jockey just hopped off to readjust. And Isabel Francis on Mizu Pete is likely to be making the running, and perhaps giving Jungle Juice another problem up front. Plus, I think he's been in the right place on the track the last twice at Chepstow, and he might not be able to gain such an advantage today. Jungle Juice, a filly, isn't she? She's been in the right place the last couple of times. Crystal Cask only ever won on the all-weather. I say Cask because that's what Richard Hoyle said when he called them to post. And I had a discussion with a friend of mine who was originally a Londoner, who called. He's definitely been living too long in the north, because he said, I'm off for some Cask beer. And I thought, well, it's Cask, isn't it? And he said, no, it's definitely Cask. I said, you've definitely been living too long in the north. So I'm confused. I don't know whether it's Cask or Cask now.
Well, this is, for some reason, I'd say Cask with a C-A-S-K and a Cask with a Q-U-E. I have no idea why.
Oh, I see. Because it's a bit French. Is Cask maybe?
Now it doesn't make sense in my head, but then not much I say makes sense in my head.
Just for the sake of argument, Richard's saying Cask, so we'd better. I thought Mr. Pete had a squeak. Rockboy Grey ran very badly on very heavy ground first time. His form last year, you'd say he's fairly handicapped off 70. It's a tricky little race. I think they've all got a squeak.
And Richard Hoyles is normally right. Here he is for the last time.
Even considered it to use started down that road. Now I'll call it both, I expect, during the course of this. Off and racing, a little jumping in the air for Stay Forever at the start. Out by far the best with Jungle Juice, who bounds to the lead with, in second place, Crystal Cask in the blue colours with the red cap. Blue and white with the cheek pieces. Misu Pete settles in third. The pace appears a pretty honest one in the conditions. Jungle Juice is pressing on, and the back two at this stage are Stay Forever in the black with the gold cross, and the grey, which is Rockboy Grey. So Jungle Juice with Crystal Cask getting a little bit closer now, and the two of them stride on as they make their way now down inside the 4.5 furlong. Misu Pete in third place. Rockboy Grey is in fourth, and still held up is Stay Forever, who switches towards the right-hand side. They all fan out here. Jungle Juice in the maroon, Crystal Cask, white face with the noseband. Misu Pete, the dark cheek pieces, white cap. On the right-hand side, Kaylee Stevens bringing Stay Forever forward. And then Rockboy Grey for Stefano Churchy. So it's been change up front as Misu Pete towards the far side has come from off the pace to lead in the hands of Isabel Francis. Stay Forever, Rockboy Grey, Crystal Cask, Jungle Juice paying for those early exertions. A furlong and a half for to last, and Misu Pete is out in front, and that lead is growing. It's 4 lengths back in squelchy conditions to Stay Forever, Rockboy Grey and Crystal Cask, but Misu Pete is away here and clear by as much as 5 lengths. For Isabel Francis, chased home by Kaylee Stevens on Stay Forever, but Misu Pete is going to win the last in style. Another winner for the Mark Usher Yard, Isabel Francis for the Mark Usher Racing Club, beating Stay Forever into second place. Crystal Cask kept going for third. Rockboy Grey and Jungle Juice ran out of it, last of the 5.
And Mark Usher, who went so close earlier on in our fillies handicap with point in time, has got a winner here with Misu Pete at 7-1. Well done to Isabel Francis, claiming 5 on this son of Misu Bomb. Misu Pete has won, and won easy as you like in the end. Just edges over towards that far side rail and extends away very nicely from Stay Forever.
Yeah, really likes it here, Misu Pete. Jungle Juice has gone up a lot in the weight, so he got tested by Crystal Cask early on. Misu Pete, who sometimes leads, didn't have to, and picked up the pieces and ended whizzed away to win very easily. Rock by Grey had a go stand side but didn't get home.
Your feeling about Jungle Juice was right.
Yeah, things weren't set up for him like as they have been at Chepstow the last twice. The ground was different. He should go on soft, but in the end he went too fast. He's very badly handicapped with Stay Forever in any case, who's finished second. But I suppose people wouldn't expect Jungle Juice to have run that badly. She's better than that. But she'd gone up a lot in the race and had a lot of racing recently. Miss Repeat has only had 4 runs since a break and was just edging back to something like form. And good to see Mark Usher get a winner after going so close earlier on the card in that fillies handicap.
And for all that there were some who had won last time and looked to be very much on the up, a horse, as you say, likes it here, just heading over towards that far side rail, has won very comfortably, seemingly enjoying these conditions. Go on, Eddie.
Yeah, the other thing is stays very well. Stays at least 9 furlongs, one over 9 furlongs here, and been second over a mile here, and one over a soft ground mile as well. So plenty of stamina there, and certainly found the others lacking in that department late on.
Many congratulations to Isabel Francis, who wins here. Miss You Pete 7-1, Stay Forever 11-4 back in second, and well done to Mark Usher, who did go so close in that fillies handicap, but has won this with Miss You Pete.